Late stream, who's this? I couldn't sleep, so I decided to come work. I can't tell if that's a good sign or a bad sign because honestly, once I get motivated, I'm motivated and it's good because as someone who's possibly ADHD, it can take a while for me to gain that creative momentum, and as a result, sometimes it's a little slow to make any traction on a project. But at the same time, I've got to be careful not to overwork myself once I start getting that momentum going, you know? Anyway, I guess I might as well announce on social media. Probably not going to get anybody unless I have some European followers. That's okay. I'm not going to bother anybody in my friends' discords. Come watch me make stuff in Hammer. Hashtag devstream. Hashtag level design. I gotta be careful with these hashtags. I feel like I'm kind of abusing them. Hammer. But, you know, if this is how you do it, then this is how you do it. Nobody has taught me otherwise, so I'm just gonna keep doing it until someone either corrects me or I don't know, teaches me something different. Black Mesa. I really got to get over my self-consciousness of self-promo. Anyway, where did I leave off? Oh yeah. What went well? Okay, so I got water to drain from releasing this valve, and maybe I'll get to a point where I can toggle that. Right now I'm having trouble with the audio. It's not cutting off even if I try a logic relay or logic audio. Try to set it for 3 seconds or something, it still doesn't turn off. So water does what it's supposed to do. It's just the audio. I don't know why. So I skipped over that and went to this gas leak that the player can ignite, and this and can be used as a hazard against enemies. I tested this. This works. This was pulled from the game. I think it was Unforeseen Consequences that you first had this. And so it's like trigger volume on top of a trigger volume on top of a trigger volume. And so yeah, now I've got to figure out what I want to do with it. Is I want it to be a leak that can be turned on by a valve, and once that valve is released, you can ignite it as you normally would with a gas leak, and once that fire is done, you turn the valve and you're able to turn it off. So there's a lot to unpack there, and I have to do it kind of like one step at a time. So this actually may be like my biggest challenge with valves, and I'm gonna try and get it done today. If I can't, I may have to skip. But what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, we are going to need to pick a spot for my valve. Let's see. First things first, let's maybe move this bad boy over. And let's duplicate it. Control V, move that there. And I am going to put you here. Make sure it's flush with the wall. Okay. And let's just snug it up here. So this will be where the valve will be, and this will be where the gas is. Good deal. And do I want to attach the valve first? Maybe recreate that whole thing. Could work. Okay. Sure, why not? Let's recreate this whole thing. I'm so not in the mood to do it. But let's go ahead and do it. Oh no, it's a prop dynamic? Or was it physics override? It was... Come on. No, no, no. What are you? Oh, I'm in entity mode, that's why. Whoops. Dynamic override, yep. Just gotta keep reminding myself of what it is. And give it the wheel. Yep. Apply. And what's the name that we want to give it? My physical valve, and we'll make it 5. Apply. Almost. Okay. Disable shadows, yes. I don't think there needs to be anything else. Nope. That's it. I will have to parent it to the func rotation. Cylinder, browse, invisible. That's a bit much. There we go. Okay. To entity, and it is a rot button. Func rot button. What I name this one? Valve rotation parent. This will be 5. this one is parented to it. There we go. Flags. We are on the y-axis. Not solid. Use activates. Apply. Okay. So many steps. You know what? I think I'm gonna maybe skip that step. Because if you start making it too complicated, I'm gonna drive myself up the wall just trying to figure things out. So one step at a time. Let's double check, make sure that it's functioning as per usual. Outputs or flags, not solid. Okay. And I will want the toggle on. Yep. Okay. This is gonna get a little crazy. Flags. Wait, why is the flag different? It's a func rope button. Oh, momentary rope button. Whoops. I'm gonna call this my gas leak. I'm gonna say 5. There. Apply. Initial state is on. Particle type. What was this one? Heat wave. And this is all the stuff, so let's go. Particle type normal. Heat wave. I guess normal for steam is just steam. Length of jet steam, translucency, we'll just leave it all at that. And oh wait, no, don't we want the initial state off? Because I want to activate it. So let's leave it at off. And then we'll go to this. On output, we'll add on fully closed my gas leak. Turn on, I guess. Apply. See how that works. Flags. Emissive. Is this one emissive? Let's see. It is not. So we'll just leave this one empty. And yeah, apply, try it out. Let's test it. That no steam. I turn this, and steam turns on. Good. Alright, so now that that works, probably doesn't do anything. It's just kind of like this. It's just an empty particle. Let's just see how it interacts. Fire! And this, yeah, does nothing. Alright, so so far so good. Now we want to make that flammable. So that is going to require the flame particle it's going to require the particle system with the fire jet. And I guess this... No, that's trigger hurt. That's if I walk into that. Well, one thing at a time. Let's do the particles. Info, particle system. There we go. Put this bad boy here. Move it over in the center. There. That kind of lines up perfectly, doesn't it? And we are going to name it I'm going to say fire, fire 5 underscore particle sys. Apply, and then we're going to give it which fire was it? Hang on, before I pick one, I'm going to just go on over here. And let's see. Fire jet. Fire underscore jet. Hello? Come on. This one. Okay. Start active, no. Flag as weather, no. And I'm not doing anything with control points, am I? Nope. Model, flags, no flags. All good. It's just a thing. Okay, cool. So what triggers this bad boy? We've got a trigger once. And that's you. Okay. You are doing a lot. But you are a trigger once volume. And that's what I need to know. So block, browse, trigger. Now there's something about you though, because I'm actually supposed to spawn this thing. It's not supposed to just be there. So you go here. That'll work just fine. And now back to the wheel, because you are not supposed to be. To entity, you are a trigger once. There you go. Apply. Name. I'll just call you gas leak trigger 5. There you go. Hit apply. There you are. Start disabled. Yes, I do want you disabled. And once we spin this valve, then you're enabled. So add fully closed gas leak. Oh, come on. Gas leak trigger. There we go. I want you enabled. So we'll apply that, and then we'll test you out. Well, actually, I need you to do something first, because I can't just enable you and then expect you to work. So once you're enabled, let's go to outputs, add on trigger, fire 5 particle, start, and apply, and then also on trigger for the gas leak. Turn off. Apply. But it's not triggered by me. It needs the flare. So how do we define that? Let's on trigger fire 1 gas, turn off. On trigger fire 1 flames, start. Inputs, flags, physics objects. That's it. It can only be flagged by a physics object. So that way it's not me triggering it, it's a flare I'm holding. But wait, wouldn't that mean that a box I'm carrying work? Huh. That's something to test. Okay. So outputs, what do we got? I don't have a hurt volume. filter. Fire filter. Wait a minute, hang on. This thing. Prop flare. Model flags. Okay, well. Let's make this thing. Clients, nope. Physics objects, yes. Apply that. And then we'll try it out. Let's see what happens. Fire filter, where's that? I deleted the lights, I don't, no worries about that. Inputs. Where's that fire filter coming from? Is it this thing? Nope, that's the hurt. And that's the trigger hurt. Why are there two trigger hurts? Who did this? Different damage type? Nope. I don't know, it's so weird. But I'm not worried about damage just yet. Right now, I just want to see if I can get this thing to delete the gas and ignite the particles. So let's work with that and see what happens. I get the feeling this is going to drive me up the wall. See what happens. I've got the flare. Do. It is a physics object. So I turn on the gas. Gas is good. I pick up the flare. I walk into it. Turns on the fire. I thought I was going to have to do more to get that to work, but it works. Hallelujah. Actually, let's restart this, because I need to check and make sure that it was the flare and not me that set it off. Let's try this again. Come with me. Ow! My posture sucks. Put you down. Make sure there's no trigger that's active right now. Pick it. Get. Nope. Nothing. Okay. Turn this on. There goes the flare. Or not the flare, the steam. I walk into it. No fire. Excellent. Now just one more thing to test. Because I'm a little confused on what they are defining by physics objects. Because I can pick this bad boy up. This is a physics object, isn't it? Let's see what happens. There it goes. See, that's no bueno. It definitely needs... It needs a filter. It needs precisely what these things have. So... let's quit out. Oh, actually, you know what? Because interestingly enough, okay, see, these things have filter names. Filter name. My physical valve 3 is that. So that's what those are. So does that mean I need... Wait a minute, what did I name this thing? Or this thing? Attached valve. That's what I should have said. Yeah. Whoops. I meant to name this, instead of my physical valve, attached valve. There we go. And so now make sure that didn't break anything. I don't think it did. Cause yeah, nothing was calling on this prop, so it just happens to be there. But I should check something really quick. So about this, just says generic fire filter. See filter activator name for more explanation. Flare fire, that's just a sound. This is flagged as physics opposition. So would my box ignite this thing? Because the flare doesn't have a filter on it, does it? It's got a flare model. No output or input. Stay lit indefinitely. Generates an output. Okay, really quick, before I do anything else, I am going to see if that box ignites the steam. On the left side, I mean, not on my side, the one I'm working on. Just walking around the box. Well then, here's what I'm gonna do. I'll make another filter. Do I want to continue? Yes. And this time I'm going to sort of imitate what this filter name was. Name my valve filter. So this one I'm going to name, what was that? Filter activator name. Filter activator name. Stick that there. We're going to call it name my gas leak filter. I'm going to call it 5. And apply. And the filter name. What exactly? Outputs. Because this one we specifically use the valve that we're picking up. So this filter name is that thing. So that way when it steps into this trigger, it's talking about my valve filter. So logic should dictate that whatever this is going to be the flare. So this bad boy is just prop flare. Do I need to give it a name, or can I just type in prop flare? Let's see. Filter name. Prop underscore flare. If the filter mode is disallow, all entities except those whose name matches the string will pass the filter. I want to see if prop flare works, because ideally any flare should work, not just the crate. Or maybe, I don't know, this one... So we'll leave it at prop flare, and then when we go to this trigger, the filter name will be my gas leak filter. And we will apply that. Let's see what happens. Okay. Let's grab them both. Run this over here. Okay. So that is on. Let's see if this does anything. Does nothing. What about this? Nope. I think I'm gonna have to give this thing a name. And it's gonna have to be one of those situations where... Would I need to... I wonder if I could make duplicates. And that way I can just make like one flare, name it like my flare, and then just duplicate that one flare all over the place. Let's try it. Alright. So instead, we will do this. Go to this bad boy. Name it my flare. And apply. Go to this. Change that to my flare. Apply. And ideally, that should be the only thing that works. And I'm just going to move it to here. Ugh. Same with the box. Let's move the box. There we go. And I'm going to duplicate this thing. Still named my flare. So if I duplicate it a bunch of times, let's see if it makes a difference. Save. F9. Okay. Okay, so try the box first. Does nothing. That is good. That lights it. Good. Let's restart that and pick a different flare. Huzzah. So I'm gonna have to make like a bunch of duplicates. Same name. Although I wonder if let's not complicate things. Because if I gave it a global entity name by which this entity is linked to another entity in a different map. Okay, that's not important. I'm not making multiple maps. But okay. So now that we have that, we need to do... Well, first things first, actually. Now that we have that going, I need to disable the fire. So let's go back to this. Outputs on fully closed, gas leak turns on. And then I'm gonna add on fully open. The particle system is going to stop. So let's try that. Okay. Turn the wheel. Gas turns on. Actually, that's an additional step that I hadn't thought of. What if I wanted to just turn the gas off but not ignite it? That didn't do anything. Okay, so try and break it. Pick up this bad boy. Light him up. So there that goes. And now, if I want to shut that off, cool. But logically, the steam should also shut off. So I am going to include that. Follow the logic. Okay. So now we got another thing. On fully open. My gas leak. 5 should turn off. Turn off. Okay. So that works. Actually, something else that I want to check is... Okay, it just turns it off. Cool. So I wonder if I have it now where I can just continuously like reuse it over and over again. Let's see. I'm so lonely, so lonely. I feel so alone. Yep. Turn on the steam. Now does it turn off? Turns off. Good. So turn back on. Turns back on. Good. Light this sucker on fire. Let's turn this off. Now turn it back on. Oh, that feels so good. However, I cannot reignite it. Which means I'm gonna have to re-enable the trigger. Back to this. Outputs. Gas leak trigger. Actually, why didn't it re-enable that? Because it's trigger once. That's why. So let's do this. Let's go to this, and instead of trigger once, let's trigger multiple. Apply. If set to -1, it will never trigger again. Flags, physics objects, good. Outputs, still good. Actually do that. -1. And so now I go to this for the outputs. Fully open. Gas leak trigger. Disable. That's iffy. But let's see what happens. Okay, so just to make sure. Yeah, nothing there. There goes the gas. Light that on fire. Turns off. Nothing there. Turns on the gas. Oh, come on. I'm starting to notice that once you disable something, it kind of stays disabled. Fine, let's try it with the timer and see if that makes a difference. It's disabled. Turn this bad boy on. If I turn this off. There it goes. Pick this up. Nothing happens. Steam's going off. Pick this up. Light it. Okay. That works. Turn it off. Up. Nothing happens. Turn this back on. There it goes. You know what? I'm not mad about it. Turn it off. It's disabled. Let's wait a minute. Nothing. Cool. And then set that ablaze. But let's wait a second and see what happens if I try to trigger it again. Is it gonna keep like refiring the It's tough to say. I can't really tell. Well, I just left that there? That's satisfying. Alright, cool. Works for me. Actually, what happens if I try to turn it off? Oh, that's still there. Okay. Cool. And just for good measure, let's pick up the box again and see. Yep, moving. Alright, cool. Now I need it to hurt. So the next thing is they've got 2 triggers. This is the trigger once that they had. Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah, this one didn't start disabled because it just started out with that. Gas turn off, flames start, fire hurt. And it looks like they have like 2 of them. There's this one, fire hurt, which is just a trigger hurt. And then there's this one, which is also just a trigger hurts with a filter. Why does it have a filter? This one doesn't have a filter. That's weird. Well, let's go with one that doesn't need a filter first. Trigger hurts. So I need to make another entity with a trigger volume. That's fine. And it starts disabled. So we will actually just do this. Give you another block. That works. To entity, trigger hurt. Apply that. Damage type is burn. And start disabled, yes. Apply that. And we want you to be here in the center. I'm guessing part of the reason they have like 2 boxes worth of damage. What is that? It's whatever. Name damage. 5. Apply. And there's that. And so now this is going to be what triggers it. So output. On trigger fire 5 particle system. We're going to add that. Fire 5 particle system. Wait. Oh, ugh. No. That's fine. My fire damage 5. Enable. Yes. And then once we have that, we disable it. Is that how it works? So then we go back to over here. And then on this one, on fully open, system stops, gas leak stops, trigger stops, and then we add on fully open, fire 5 damage, disable. That's iffy, but let's see how it goes. Okay, so enter. Okay, so far nothing is happening here, right? Box still does nothing, as it should. Flares do nothing, as they should. And we turn this bad boy on. Nothing's happening, I just walk through it. Turn this bad boy off, nothing's happening, I can walk through it. Turn this bad boy back on, does the box ignite it? Nope. Cool. Turn this bad boy on, does it ignite it? Yes. Will I get hurt for walking through it? Let's see. Yep. Now, will this turn it off? Yep. Will I still get hurt? Nope. Nothing there. Let's turn this back on. Nothing's happening. Ignite it. Will I get hurt? Yep. Yeah. get roasted for standing in it. That's good. I can turn it off again, and hey, where'd my flare go? Still nothing. Cool. It's on fire, and beautiful. Works as intended. This has got to be like the smoothest one that I've done so far. Now I just need to test that with a zombie and see if he'll come after me. Which means I am gonna need to push this back. Because I don't want to have to get too close to the zombie. Stick that guy right there. Is that gonna be enough time? We'll see. Zombie grunt. Let's stick you in this corner. Okay. Because I think part of the reason that they have like 2 damage volumes is one for. Does this thing have a filter for like maybe this is the only one that hurts me, but these are for igniting the other zombies? Maybe. Maybe that's what this filter is for. This filter isn't for me, it's for the zombies in the level that I pulled this from. Could see that. Well, I am gonna just try it out for now and see what happens. So let's Control S. Okay, so this guy's coming at me. Can you see me? Yoo-hoo! Come on. Come get me. Hey, buddy. Come on. Oh, boy. come on. So there's something different happening there. I don't know what. Okay. Starting with this one. What does this have? It's called Fire 1 Hurt. Starts disable. Has burn damage. Damage 10. Cap 20. No output. Just one input, and that's the trigger. NPCs. Flag. NPCs. Okay. Apply that, and let's try that again. The way this hat, this beanie is, it's all sewn together at the top, and with the headset, it hurts the crown of my head. Hello, zombie. Turn this bad boy on. Come at me, bro. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Yeah, you really gotta get in that. Okay. So, just gonna have to widen that trigger volume just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Put you out here. That's better. That won't do anything, right? Let's drop this down. This one. There we go. That's fine. And in fact, that looks a little bit more acceptable. Although maybe this should be like more of a square than a rectangle. There we go. That's for lighting that puppy up. And we will do the same here. Actually, no, let's keep it a larger surface area. And for visual sake, I'm just gonna put you there. Cool. There. See if this feels better. No. No, no, no. Like that. I have made an environmental trap. And it hurts me. Yep. I can walk around it. This is actually a pretty good surface area from the looks of it. Ow, 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 ow. And once again, we turn it off. We're Gucci. Pick it up. Nothing happens. I'm not hurting myself. Awesome. That's satisfying. And, yeah. Nice. I feel accomplished. I suppose I could go the extra mile and do like a reattaching like valve, but I already know that I can do it, and if I ever need to come back and revisit this, it'll be there for me for reference. So I'm not going to go through the exercise of attaching a valve to make it happen, especially when you're on a time crunch with the zombie creeping at you. So I will stop there for now. I consider this my final valve piece, and now I can move on to something else. Let's see what my my backlog is. Hello? Yes, I managed to do this correctly. Remember to flag trigger hurt volume for NPCs to burn zombies. And use trigger multiple to enable / disable multiple times. Yep. Well, this is a win. Win for me. Yeah, so I think the next thing to tackle would be plugs and crates. So that'll be next stream, which might be in 5 minutes. I don't know. I've been drinking coffee, so I might be pretty wired for the rest of the day. But let's see here. There's like nobody on. Oh wait, somebody is on. I don't know who they are. Somebody I follow, probably from Twitter. And they are doing environment art. Let's see what they're about. Let's jump over to their channel. Looks like he's doing something interesting. I'll give him a red. Be a good sport. Okay, cool. This was good. I am very happy with how this session went. So, fingers crossed that the next sessions go as smoothly and I'm not racking my brain around too many things, because next week is gonna be kind of the final like POCT sprint, so that I can actually start like level designing and stuff using everything that I've done so far. But I've actually got enough now to where I could make a pretty good level. It would be mostly pipes and valves and gas leaks and fire and maybe water levels, but I would like to mess around with plugs if possible, but that might get complex. We'll see. We'll just see how it goes. But until then, everybody have a good night or good morning. This streamer's name is Zaylee? I don't know. He's an environment artist, though. He's currently modeling something in Blender. So that'll be something interesting. All right, everybody take care, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.